and they're using our nationality cards as a reference for, because they didn't have an issue with him giving his nationality card as ID. That's the FBI. They didn't say, oh, well, hold on a second. This one came from that website, and isn't that website those dirty Moors that, and everybody says that those Moors are the dirty Moors, don't go to them? No, they didn't go there. They accepted his nationality card. Why would they just accept his nationality card? Everybody who has ever been stopped by a highwayman knows that's the first thing that they try to discontinue having anything with the nationality card. First thing off the bat, nah, we need to see something else. I need a license, I need a birth certificate, I need, social, check from your work, bank card, anything. But I'm not taking that card that you have right there. But FBI took it and dealt with him as Trey L. Doesn't that mean that they recognize it? Doesn't that mean that this stuff that they have in the news about anything Moors being negative is propaganda? To try to get people to not be Moors? Because that's the only thing that is going to do anything for these people. Nothing else is going to work. Everybody who says that they're Moor, Islam to all you Moors. Keep being Moors. Don't ever not be a Moor. Don't be like some of these Moors that, you know what I mean? Do like Shooter, waste their life. You know what I mean? Because that Moor was a brilliant mind. Waste his life. It's not even like he's a martyr or nothing like that. But stuff could be staged. He could be across the world right now on some chilling. Matter of fact, he could have recorded those stuff from the same place all across the world or whatever, where he's in his little witness protection program, because everything's staged. And they're only doing this stuff in North America to try to get these people in North America to lose their minds. And everybody in the world's like, their news ain't showing nothing about people getting shot up and stuff like that. Like, how come you don't know nothing about that stuff? How come every time you guys broadcast to us, it's only black BS? Right? For Moors in Canaanland, OPCA, Organized Pseudo-Legal Commercial Argument, that's a jurisdiction that they created to put you under when you start writing writs and stuff like that. Organized Pseudo-Legal Commercial Argument, OPCA. So be mindful of them putting you under that, saying that you're OPCA. And then they're going to use, so-called freemen who they're bought off judges threw the book at them to say that that's precedent for, if you write a writ, they're going to use that case to say that your writ is OPCA. And that's what they use. Meads versus Meads case. Right? Freemen, sovereign citizens, and the challenge to public order in British heritage countries. Freemen, sovereign citizens, and the challenge to public order in British heritage countries by Stephen A. Kent. (2012). Clear and present danger. Finch and Flowers. Right, they didn't know who the Moors are. Right, so for all these chumps out here that want to do their little whatever they're doing. We just want to put out this article by RV Bay Publications entitled Shoveling Out from the Avalanche of Lies. And this is already up on RV Bay Publications, but just with everything going on, you know, we just want to put this out there too. So shoveling out from the avalanche of lies. The investigation into the recent killing of 2 municipal employees, police at Baton Rouge, Louisiana, is attempting to point to the MSTA and members or a member. The report says MSTA members are anti-government. However, that is a blatant falsehood and misrepresentation, as Moors, whether in the temple or not, are upholders of the law, specifically respecting the American National Constitution of 1791, and are aware that any and all government entities' authority is derived from the same Constitution as the law of the American land. As well, any and all government entities have the duty to protect, secure, and preserve the rights, liberties of the people as scribed within the said Constitution, with specific limitations, and no entity can be government if they are violating the law of the land. Moors are Moors, whether members or not in the MSTA. It is interesting because we need to always maintain the integrity of what Prophet Noble Drew Ali put forth. However, just because most of the MSTA current leadership may deny and rebuke their brethren and sister Moors due to the confusion caused by the infiltration via COINTELPRO some years ago, no more ought to allow the lessons of Prophet Noble Drew Ali to be lost in the avalanche of lies that are being heaped upon them, as was prophesied would happen in these days and times by Prophet Noble Drew Ali himself. Most are those who have been coined Negroes, colored, blacks, and African Americans, making them a minority because of their minor mind or lack of knowledge regarding humanity, their own heritage, national principles, history, and law, which cannot be separated, family, and government. These coins of Negro, black, and colored do not apply to natural flesh and blood beings. Thus, the rallies and protests under quote-unquote Black Lives Matter is more of an organized predatory ground for municipal employees, quote-unquote police or brackets police, and other participating highwaymen to generate revenue even when supposedly organized as a safe and peaceable assembly. It also breeds more murders, imprisonments, and some who may come up on the quote-unquote missing persons list. For all who think these recent happenings are a script out of Hollywood, a conspiracy not real, or have been scripted to be played out, look at this script, the King Alfred and updated Rex 84 plan written years ago in regards to the minorities, and see if you think it is being played out today, right now. There will be many cities where the minority will be able to put into the street a superior number of people with a desperate and dangerous will. Stand in the street at the risk of getting run over, that's a dangerous will. Running on the highway to protest is a dangerous will. Like running on the highway, not the main street, highway. He will be a formidable enemy, for he is bound to the continent by heritage, and knows that political asylum will not be available to him in other countries. The greatest concentration of the minority is in the Deep South and Eastern Seaboard, the Great Lakes region, and the West Coast. It is expected, therefore, that when those objectives are denied the minority, race war must be considered inevitable. When that emergency comes, we must expect the total involvement of all 22 million members of the minority. They're specific about who they're talking about. Because remember, at this time, at race war time, it's past the 8 hours. All the municipal, whoever that are Asiatics been locked up. All the so-called government people who are minorities been locked up. All the so-called ambassadors from other countries or whatever, they've been locked up. All the so-called highwaymen that were Asiatics, they're locked up. Sheriffs, you know what I mean? Military people. Everybody's locked up. Because they're minority. And all they have left is these people who refused to proclaim who they are. When that emergency comes, we must expect the total involvement of all 22 million members of the minority, men, women, and children. For once this project is launched, its goal is to terminate, once and for all, the minority threat to the whole of the American society and indeed the free world. So they're moving towards their solving the Negro problem solution. Just terminate them. And they're starting with that one guy who runs over people in those stuff running on the highway that they know, because remember, all these guys playing Pokemon or whatever, so their GPS on their phone is on, so they know when they are, where they are, when, anytime. So they know. So they have their boy who's gonna barrel through those people, kill whoever, injure whoever, doesn't matter. He served his purpose. He served his purpose. Because they are going to exterminate the minority. If the minority doesn't want to get it, you want to realize they got more Science Temple in the news on CNN and all these stations or whatever like that because of some shooter, and you're paying attention to some shooter, not the fact that they're bringing up more Science Temple. Just like Farrakhan putting Noble Drew Ali on the banner for Savior's Day and all that. Think he's just doing that just, oh yeah, show honors to Noble Drew Ali because time's up. Everybody needs to get the hell to the back who hasn't been doing what they're supposed to do. Because they're old now. And shooter guy, if he's not in some witness protection program or whatever, that was jackass move, because even though you're just the flesh, the fact that you claim that you have so much influence on all these children or whatever like that, then you should have stayed there and trained them. Since you have so much training, you're a sniper and stuff like that, you should be like, one of these guys in Arrow or whatever that has his little trainer that's been with him since he was a child and sent him off into the... You should be one of those guys. But you're going to go out there, kill 3 highwaymen, and you're revolutionary? When you have guys strap bomb on themselves and kill 800 million people, you're talking about you just went shot some popo and where's you kicked out start some revolution, you kill 3 popo. Waste. Man is mind. The weapons of destruction is not gonna do anything for anybody. 0. Why? Before we